Dad, is that good? Dad, can I stop videoing now? Vinny, grab my boat, please. Grab it.
Wait. Hey everyone, WillNate35, and we're back. Sorry it took so long to make this video, but For some reason, I could not get my phone to connect. So anyhow, not that you care about that. So let's talk about these boats. Let's see. Let's start off with packaging. I'd have to say the Atomik has the best packaging. The boat goes in there easily. There's no boxes you have to move. It's just easy packaging. I like the way it's packaged. Makes it easy to transport the product. 1 point for that one. Let's go look at the boats themselves. The Recoil, I've had... the first thing that I gotta say that is a piece of junk on this thing is the antenna. The antenna broke on the very first flip. So as you can see, this is not the plastic antenna that it came with. This is actually just heat tubing. I put some heat tubing on there just so that the water wasn't going to get into that hole, and just so that the antenna would stick out just the way it's supposed to be. So this has not broken. It's obviously more flexible than the plastic one that it came with. That's not going to break, and it looks decent. Another thing that I think I mentioned on my the other video, or at least I had written on the other video, is that the Recoil has basically, it's like stickers on here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just stickers. So that basically lends to it peeling off in some cases. I haven't had anything peel off just yet, but you know, I'm sure that at some point it will. It does. This was actually a little scuff mark from the Barbwire where when it hit it with the prop, and it basically, the Barbwire's prop broke when it did that. So, you know, the sticker on this thing, not as cool as the other two boats. The other two boats are, I think the stickers are lacquered on there, so that's not going to come off, and it's probably harder to scratch off as well, as you can see. So as far as the stickers are concerned, the Recoil has the worst, and I think the Barbwire has the best. I mean, this black FT series, FT-012, however you want to call this boat, I mean, it still looks nice. Just that the detail, obviously, on the Barbwire is a lot better. Let's see. Oh, with the Barbwire, when I broke the prop, I didn't really want to keep buying a bunch of props, because those things are expensive. I think they're like $5 each. So I decided to go with this metal upgrade option for the Barbwire. I think this is the only boat that has that option, so I went ahead and did that, and that should last quite a bit more than the plastic. The only drawback to that is I think it's like $16, and I got it from Tower Hobby, so you know, I don't know, we'll see. I don't think it made it go any faster, but it definitely will be more durable, that's for sure. Let's see what else. As far as the way it drove, I have to say that obviously, like I said before, I think these two pretty much drive exactly the same. But the FT-12 really, it's just easier to maneuver with this boat. I think it's because of the hull, the way the hull's designed. It's got more weight because it's got a 2200 battery on it, as opposed to these that have, God, I can't remember, was it 800 milliamp batteries, I think. So, you know, you're going to be able to run this one a lot longer. It has a great sound to it, and I think you'll hear that from the video, or at least you've heard it from the video, or I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put this, whether in front or the back of the video. But in any case, you'll hear the way it sounds. It sounds really cool. So I think overall, if I had $100 to spend on a boat, I would probably say that this one right here, the FT-12, is probably best bang for your buck. It has all the parts that you need to maintain it. I think it has like, it had like 3 props, I think, for it, or 2 additional props for spares. It's cheaper. I think it's now $100, while these ones are like $149, $159, I think is the price on these 2 boats. And you can get this thing in red now. That's pretty cool. What else? I mean, I think that's it. I mean, really, as you can see from that video, these things skip like crazy, and it starts diving down, and it's cool if you can just keep it around half throttle and rip it around that way. But obviously you're not going to be able to go full blast because it just goes insane after that. This one, you know what? I was able to probably get it about 3/4 throttle, and once in a while just give it a nice rip, and it'll just take off, and it'll go all the way to full throttle. But I like the way this thing. I like the way this thing drives. It's really cool. Not so squirrely. You feel like you're more in control. So, hopefully that kind of information helped you guys, gals. Like I mentioned before, if you guys have any questions on these things, let me know. I think, another question was, do I tape them? I didn't tape these things at all. I didn't put any tape on or seal up the lids here. And all I did really is after, driving them around for a little while, I just took them off the water and just drained it through that little hole, like this little thing here. It's easy. I think putting the tape on it just a pain in the butt and a waste. I think if you were going to race them or something, or you really don't want any water in there whatsoever, then go ahead and use that. I have the tape. I just felt like, it's just a waste of time for me. So I did not tape these. We still had a blast. The water that it took in was not that much. It doesn't sink or anything like that. So, I didn't tape them at all. So anyhow, so that's it. Hopefully I helped anybody, and hopefully the video that you guys saw was fairly decent. I didn't really get to do any really good video taping of these boats, just because I was the only one that really wanted to do the videotape, and I think, as you heard, my son really wasn't into it. So he just wanted to drive the boat and have fun. So there you go. Any questions? Leave it in the comment and I'll answer you as quickly as I can. Have a great day. Will Nate 35 signing off.